Texting is the new problem. We thought we were in a world of hurt when it came to email. Texting is in some ways even worse, although with most people having iPhones or Blackberries, maybe it doesn't make that much difference anymore between emails and texting. But you can have the very same problem. There seems to be a sense, it started when we started email, there was a real sort of feeling that that was a different kind of communication than formal correspondence, when in fact it's really not. It's faster, it's easier to send something without thinking thoroughly about it, but it's just as formal a writing and discoverable a writing if it's email as it is if it's a letter. We tend to treat text very much like phone conversations, as if there were no record of it. But in fact, there are records of your text conversations. Not only can they get who you texted to, but they can actually retrieve what you said. It's back and forth, who sent you text, and so on. So it would be very easy to have a serial meeting by communicating via text. We encourage you to treat text communications and email communications just as if it was a formal letter that were written and available to the public, at least potentially. Because at the end of the day, that very well might be the case. It's also very common now to see people receiving or reviewing mail, email, text, etc. during meetings. We are starting to get requests now for those kinds of communications to and from members of legislative bodies received or sent during meetings. That subject is really kind of untested. I can tell you that a case just came down from the Alaska Supreme Court. If you remember, there was a case involving Governor Palin's email communications that were sent through her private email account, but they related to governmental business, and the Alaska Supreme Court declared those as public records, even though they were sent through private email accounts. So our Public Records Act potentially treats them differently, but given the constitutional provision now that really makes it difficult to protect things that are supposed to be public, it may not go the right way, if you will. So I just want you to think about that as you use these electronic tools, especially when you have a situation where you have a conflict and so on, that you not participate in that way, you do not participate in any other way.